Good day, everyone. My name is Blanche Dias, and I'm here today with my weekly video. And today I credit this video to my friend Cecilia Barnes from my line dance group. She had sent me this very powerful anecdote about a professor in a reputed university in the United States. He enters class, bangs his books on the table, and all the students look at each other, and you can literally hear their minds going, "Oh boy, isn't he in a bad mood today?" Well, little did they know how this lecture would unfold. The professor points to a young lady in the center of the room, tells her to stand up and leave the room immediately. When the girl starts to ask why, he shuts her down and says, "No questions, just leave." The teary-eyed girl picks up her belongings and leaves while her fellow classmates look at each other in consternation. What is going on? As soon as the door shuts behind the young lady, the professor visibly relaxes and says, "Now that she's gone, let's start with the lecture." The topic of today's lecture is, why are there laws? The answers are slow in coming because the students are still puzzled over what happened with their classmates. But the answers do come. Someone says social justice. The other one says to protect human rights. But the professor's not happy till one young woman in the front row says justice. And then he smiles and says, "Yes, that is the answer. Laws are made for justice." Did you believe that I acted in an unjust manner to your classmate? And all the students answer yes. And then the professor says, "If you believe that, why didn't you prevent it? Why didn't you say something? Why didn't you stop me?" And there were no answers to that. And the professor continued, "You did not stop me because this did not affect you personally." And this is not relegated only to the classroom, my friends. This is what happens to you and me in life. This attitude of apathy and indifference. We feel that if it doesn't concern us, it is none of our business. But remember, justice has to be lived through us. We have to fight for it, whether it is ours or anyone else's. If you and I do not act against an injustice today, tomorrow when we need it, when we are meted out the same injustice that was meted out to that young lady, there will be no one to stand for us. Every day, at home, at work, we seem to live next to each other, but not for or with each other. We see minor injustices every day. At work, while we travel in trains. Today, look what's happening in the world of sports. Injustice in the field of sports is being brought out. And we say, when the athletes are speaking out about it, nothing's going to happen. That is the problem with us. It will happen if we get together. 2 and 2 and 50 make a million, and we will see that day come around. Remember, the indifference that you show today may come up to bite you where it hurts the most. And we all have to remember that the highest form of knowledge is empathy. And in turn, acting on that empathy will be the highest form of judgment. I love what Benjamin Franklin said. He says, justice will never be served until those who are unaffected by it become as outraged as those who are.